Welcome to the AEO podcast. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that's becoming impossible for online businesses to ignore: answer engine optimization. With the rise of AI assistants like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, the way people find information is fundamentally changing. And Matt Harris, our resident AEO and SEO expert, is here to break it all down for us. Matt, let's start with the basics. What exactly is AEO?
Hey, thanks for having me. So AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization, is the practice of structuring and creating your content so that it's selected and cited as a source by generative AI answer engines. Think of it as the next evolution beyond SEO. Where SEO was about ranking on a page of 10 blue links, AEO is about becoming one of the trusted sources an AI actually pulls from to formulate its direct answer to a user.
So it's less about getting a click and more about being the source of the answer itself.
Exactly. And that shift is massive. With traditional search, even if you're number one, you still need that user to make the conscious decision to click through to your site. With AEO, the AI is doing the synthesis for the user, and your brand is being presented as an authority right there in the answer. It's about earning that citation.
And why is this suddenly so critical for e-commerce stores and other businesses right now?
The data is just too staggering to ignore. We're seeing that for queries where generative AI is activated, a massive 69% of the time, it's providing a full, complete answer that results in a zero-click session for Google. The user gets their answer right there and never visits a single website. If your entire strategy is built on getting those organic clicks, you're potentially becoming invisible to nearly 70% of your audience.
69% zero click? That is a huge number. It sounds like if you're not being cited by the AI, you might as well not exist for those queries.
That's the fear, and it's a legitimate one for many businesses. But it's also a huge opportunity because if you are the source being cited, you're getting incredible passive brand authority and trust placed on you by the AI itself. The AI is essentially endorsing you, and this isn't some far off future concept. This is happening right now, driving real business.
Do you have an example of that? Of AEO driving real results today?
I absolutely do. And it's a great one because it's not even e-commerce. One of my clients is a local attorney who specializes in employment law. Just last week, her practice received a consultation request from a potential client. When they asked how he found her, he said he didn't Google her. He went straight into an AI assistant and asked, "Who are the best employment lawyers near me for wrongful termination?" The AI provided a short list of 3 attorneys, including my client, with a brief summary of each of their practices and why they were recommended. The AI chose her, cited her, and that citation directly led to a potential client. That's AEO in action right now.
That's incredible. So the AI is almost acting as a new kind of referral service. For an e-commerce store, that would be like the AI saying, "For the best running shoes for flat feet, I recommend checking out brand X and brand Y. Here's why." And the user just trusts that.
Precisely, that's the goal. You want to be the brand X that the AI recommends. And to do that, we have to understand how these AI engines decide which brands to cite. It's not a mystery. It comes down to a few core principles. First and foremost is EEAT: experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. But for AI, the experience part is being heavily weighted. They want firsthand, practical, real-world experience.
So how does an AI judge that? How does it know if a brand has real experience with a product?
It's all in the content. It's looking for depth and specificity that goes beyond a manufacturer's marketing copy. It's looking for unique product insights, detailed usage guides, robust FAQs based on real customer questions, and crucially, authentic user reviews. A product page with 50 deep verbose reviews is like catnip to an AI because it provides a wealth of real-world data points it can use to build a trustworthy answer.
That makes sense. So it's not just about keyword density anymore. It's about demonstrating your expertise through the comprehensive, helpful content you create.
100%. The second big factor is technical structure. AI models are trained on well-structured, clean data from across the web. If your site is a mess, if your product data is missing from schema markup, if your content is thin, if your site speed is slow, you're making it incredibly hard for the AI to understand and therefore cite you. Using structured data, specifically FAQ page and how-to schema, is like laying out a welcome mat for the AI. It tells the engine exactly what your content is about and how to parse it efficiently.
Okay, So we have the philosophy behind it. Be an authoritative, trustworthy source with great content. And we have the technical side. Make sure your site is structured so the AI can easily understand it. What's the first thing an e-commerce store owner should do today to start optimizing for this?
The very first step is an audit, but not just a traditional SEO audit. You need to think like an answer engine. Go to your favorite AI tool, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever, and start asking it questions you want to be found for. What are the best blenders for making nut butter? What should I look for in a hiking backpack for a week-long trip? See what it says, see if it cites anyone. If it doesn't cite you, ask yourself why. Analyze the sources it does cite. What kind of content do they have that you don't? This is your competitive landscape now.
I love that. It's a completely new way to do competitor research. You're literally asking the AI who your competitors are in this new space.
Exactly. Once you've done that, you can start building your action plan. For most stores, the lowest hanging fruit is to vastly improve their product information pages. Don't just have a bullet list of specs. Create a why it matters section under each spec. Create a detailed who this is for section. Build out a truly comprehensive FAQ that answers questions you get from customer service and questions you see in reviews. This content is pure fuel for AEO.
And I imagine collecting and showcasing those authentic customer reviews is a huge part of this.
It's critical. Encourage reviews that tell a story. Instead of just 5 stars, great product, you want, I use this stand mixer for my small bakery business, and it handles 5 batches of dense sourdough a day without overheating. The dough hook attachment is a game changer. That kind of review is a data goldmine for an AI. It provides specific use cases, durability data, and highlights key features. Tools like SEO Melon can be really helpful in auditing your existing content to see where you have gaps in this kind of depth compared to the competitors the AI is already citing.
This feels like a return to creating genuinely helpful content for humans, which just so happens to also be what the AI needs.
That's the beautiful part. The alignment is almost perfect. The best way to optimize for AI is to be the best answer for a human. The tactics are different. We're focusing more on structure and depth than keyword placement, but the core goal is the same. Be the most helpful resource. If you do that, you'll win in SEO, you'll win in AEO, and most importantly, you'll win with your customers.
For the store owner who's feeling overwhelmed, what is one concise, actionable takeaway they can implement this week?
Pick your top 3 most important products. For each one, go to an AI and ask it a commercial investigation question about that product category. See what it says. Then, based on that, add one new section to each of those product pages that provides a deeper, more experience-based answer to a question the AI is trying to answer. It could be a pro tips section from your product team, a real customers use this for section pulling from reviews, or a detailed comparison section. Just one concrete step towards being more answer focused.
Matt, this has been incredibly insightful. Thank you for demystifying AEO for us.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me on the AEO podcast.
And thank you for listening to the AEO podcast. Until next time.